All right, well, because of hazardous driving conditions, some of the biggest school districts in East Texas will be closed today. That includes Tyler ISD, Tyler Junior College, and UT Tyler. All Saints, Brook Hill, Bullard, Chapel Hill, Gilmer, and others are delaying start times. Several businesses are closed today, too, and that updated list will be on our website, easttexasmatters.com, on the homepage. Make sure to refresh it often, though, because it's constantly being updated. Well, now East Texans are not used to these temperatures in the single digits, which means it's especially important to protect your loved ones and your property. Now, our Fox 51's Daniel Pierce is braving the cold temperatures this morning. Daniel, I hope you checked in on your grandparents yesterday. Are they okay?
Yeah, in fact, I talked to my grandpa last night. He said he had his pajamas on. I know he's watching right now, and I hope that he is staying nice and warm, because one thing I am not is I am not nice and warm. It's so cold out here. In fact, to give you an idea of where I am at the corner of Old Jacksonville and Loop 323 in Tyler, and as you can tell, cars are there are quite a bit more cars on the road than there were yesterday, and just standing here in the past maybe 10 minutes, I've seen about 3 or 4 cars just run off the side of the road because they are approaching the stoplight, and it is causing their wheels to spin out due to the ice. Now, a couple other things you got to remember are the 4 Ps. That is pets, plants, pipes, as well as people during these freezing temperatures. The first we're going to start with is plants. Of course, it is a good idea to bring them inside or cover them because it's not been this cold in more than 2 decades here in East Texas. Now, specifically potted plants are good to bring in. The air pockets inside of them can burst, causing the plant to simply die. For pets, make sure they have a heat source inside of their doghouse, or pick up hay that you can actually stuff in there to help the dog retain the heat, as well as listen to your pets. They're going to let you know whenever they get too cold.
First, they're going to be very boisterous, and they'll want to come in the house, and a lot of yipping, a lot of crying, but then they'll get very quiet when they get cold. They're just like someone else that's freezing to death.
Another thing Dr. Spence stresses is coats and sweaters for dogs and cats. Now, when you take them outside, and they do have those coats and sweaters, and if your dog does stay outside, the coats and sweaters actually don't do much to help keep the dog warm. In fact, it actually hinders their ability to retain some of their heat. So just keep that in mind, that though they look cute, we're actually not really doing too much for your pets. Now, one thing I did see as I was driving into work is some people left their sprinkler system on. In fact, a couple more cars are spinning out, and that's one of the things we want to touch on is people let their sprinkler systems on. It caused water to get on the road, which then caused more problems for drivers, and it's also going to cause problems on the long run for those people in their yard. Coming up later on in our newscast, I will go through some of the things you need to keep in mind whenever it comes to your pipes. Reporting live, Daniel Pierce, Fox 51 News.